We all know that dolphins are among the most magical creatures on Earth, but there's now a growing belief that they also have miraculous healing abilities. We want to share the deeply moving and personal story of one family and a boy named Graham, whose lives were forever changed by dolphin-assisted therapy. Graham was born in 2000, and they almost lost him. Later, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
And I think the hardest thing for us to hear is that he probably would never communicate with us. And we didn't know what to do with that. I couldn't imagine not talking to my little boy. I didn't ever want Graham to think that he was difficult for us in any way. And so I fought to try to keep things, quote, normal. I have a sign in my laundry room that says normal is just a setting on the washing machine.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we lived our life.
Barb searched the globe for ways to help her son, and it was one such trip to the Bahamas that would begin Barb and Graham's fascinating journey of hope and healing. She had heard about a doctor who was working with dolphins to help his patients. Dr. John Upledger, craniosacral therapy, and the dolphin-assisted therapy program changed their lives forever.
He was scared at first. I was terrified. I mean, dolphins are beautiful and you hear that they're so peaceful, but when you're in the water with an animal that is, so huge and they can jump out of the water and it's your teeny little baby.
Soon the dolphin joined us, and Graham's cries changed. Over those next few days, I learned to hear the difference in his cries, see him change and grow, and wonder about the wisdom of the dolphin. I began to accept that this was Graham's way of telling his story, that his cries and his movements were his voice. As a nonverbal child, he had no other way to tell us how he felt, how his body felt. He needed to tell his story. When it was over, it just stopped. Wow. There were no other words to say. I couldn't contain my smile as I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. How cool.
Graham's healing was not short-lived. Once home, he was different, smiling, laughing, and connecting with people. He even took steps on his own. This miraculous experience of a mother and son learning to communicate through dolphin therapy created a passion in Barb to pay it forward and help other people struggling with a loved one who has a communication challenge. In addition to becoming a therapist herself, she created the Graham Fund to help other families receive dolphin-assisted therapy. Graham and Barb's inspiring story is available on a DVD, The Graham Fund, A Story of Hope and Healing. Barb also wrote a book about Graham's journey called Beyond a Charmed Life, A Mother's Unconditional Love, and has shared their story live in Times Square.
It's a joy to be a part of the healing process. It's a joy to give hope. It's a joy to be able to give back the way other therapists gave to my family.
And how is Graham doing today?
Hi, Graham! How are you? I'm so excited to be at the Center for Discovery, your school.
Graham is 17 now. For the first time, he is living his own life at an overnight school with 15 other teenagers.
I got to swim with the dolphins, Carl, Kayla, and Exuma.
That's awesome. It's really cool. I love Coral and Kayla and Exuma. They're magical dolphins.
Please help spread the magic by sharing our story of dolphin healing and a boy named Graham. Learn more at grahamsdolphinhealing.com.